Topics are two: racism and the gang stalking. First, rules are rules. I can't point any fingers, and therefore this is my second update, although my first one was more emotional. So, topic of gang stalking is connected to the topic of racism, and this is connected to the metaphysical evil, which is using racism on us as a souls, as one of many weapons. It's very effective. We are wearing different suits. This one happened to be now white. It could be easily black, brown, yellow, whatever. As I'm sure I've been in these bodies on this planet before. All of the colors, I'm sure. So that makes racism stupid from our perspective. We are fellow sufferers, and last thing we need is to torture ourselves and others over that. But my personal problem with racism is when I go out, I hear Chingachgook Bo Pai, and when I come in, I hear Chingachgook Cow Pai, and when I'm here now, how does it come, the gang stalking as metaphysical evil? Well, first thing is I feel the presence, and then magically people on the street gonna start yelling, and I come later to them. Neighbors gonna start yelling and arguing. Somebody in the next building gonna start suddenly screaming and raising voice, and then suddenly we have lots of activity on the street. I have to mention that the car repair shop belongs to the element through which negative force being transmitted. So this element, because it's incredibly skillful in manipulating human minds, plays with the human minds who are coming to that shop. And it can be a very busy place because there is lots of activity. Actually, it's a car repair shop. So lots of noise, and it's happening under my window because there is no space in the garage. It's all full with the material, car engines and so on. So it's most of the work is done on the street anyway, and dealings with the customers and cleaning and everything. And this is one part of the scene. There is another part of the scene which, when they're busy, actually whole street belongs to those two clans, and a second clan owns the furniture coverings shop, and they have two work areas, one right behind me as I speak and one in front of me, lower floor always. So it's also a big crowd, and they vary in a size, and when they have those work days there are many people hired, and then they drink, and then they're loud, and next thing it's Chingachgook Barangbo, fucking white piece of shit, that Barangbo from Europe. And then I have hate hours. After these hate hours, and during those hate hours, I also have microwavings. So I call it a full treatment. Normally I have 2 days of a full treatment, then I have 2 days off. I call it Illuminati 3 days, and this is where I developed my philosophy of tolerance and peace by not provoking them, even to the point when I really put shutters over my windows, and I need oxygen in this temperature particularly because I don't have fan or air condition, and it's a hot season, and it's Asia. And the second thing is microwaves. Oh my god. Okay, so that element. Now, element of hate. How that works in a people. When they pull people into that game, people from a street, people who the cars they repair, people who are taxing there, or people who are there working with girls because in a house there is a well-run business regarding that. And people feel sadistic enjoyment in that hate. Everybody felt that in his life. I did. When you're compelled to hate somebody from no matter reason what, and they're all bullshit, and there is a sadistic enjoyment in that. So they're sadistically enjoying, and I don't actually. I feel pain on my body. I feel uncomfortable. I feel how I feel. How I feel when people insult me. Uncomfortable and emotionally disturbed. So it's not very pleasant feeling. Therefore, I would like to move from here, and I'm fantasizing, and this is my fantasy, to live in a countryside far away from other people, so nobody could point a microwave device on me, so nobody could hang out in front of my doors and call me Farang Barang Bo Chingachok, and or in Thai Farang Pai Pai Cow go home in front of my window. Yes, I would like to do so. And now the basic diplomacy, and this is the noodle soup restaurant diplomacy. I'm white, I'm walking into the noodle soup. Therefore, somebody there definitely gonna go in incredible incitement and point Parang Bo, Farang there. And now comes the story. Who am I? Australia, Deleman, Ajan, Australia, German teacher. Hey, here you go. Now this is the official truth for the people who don't know me. And then they start, Pasak Maimeda, he doesn't speak Mer, I'm Ananina, stupid idiot. Of course I'm idiot, I don't speak your language, and I do not notice you pointing with your finger to me. Now, how obvious is that? I really have to tell you this, guys. When somebody is shouting in your face something that loudly that your eardrum is hurting, and then you feel vibrations of his voice, this how loud they can shout. In 2 occasions in 6 months here, really, to that point, but down the scale, lots of shouting. So now I'm cool. I'm ordering my stuff, I'm not noticing them, I'm not playing the smile game. I'm just, ordering my stuff. And then, Chingachok Barangbov, where you from? Now he talks English to me. What he can say is where you from. And I say Croatia, Wikipedia, me speak English, little Farango, Chik what this, but he is now pretending that he speaks English with me. And this is always the biggest piece of shit in the group. He doesn't speak English. Who does speak English? Really, people who can really communicate, understand, minority. Okay, so now I have to pretend for his face that he's speaking English. So now we are entering game which is 10 to 20 minutes where I don't know whatever he's saying. Where you go, he probably knows up to 5 sentences. Where you from, where you go, how long you been, what do you do. But this is already too much, honestly. Normally it's where you from, he, Barangbo, where you from, he, Barangbo, here, where you from, but this is conversation 10 minutes, honestly, that's it, there is no more. So, in this, just stay cool, because, this is excellent. So if nobody approaches you with where you're from, now it's gonna be this game, and this is game number 2. In this game, they're all gonna conclude that you're a stupid idiot. Obviously, you're white, therefore you must be stupid. So, this is majority. Majority decided in that noodle soup, non-English speaking majority of a local Khmer people decided you are idiots. Therefore, now, you must play a role of the idiot. You must not notice that they are shouting in your face and pointing to you that you are chok barang, chok bo, that you are shit you, chok bo. You don't know that, you don't speak language, because if you just turn and say chok bo, and then he's gonna be ashamed, and this is the moment. Listen, this person hated you from the first moment you walked into it. He doesn't need any more reason to hate you. Now he got a second reason. You dared to talk to him. And you understood that he was past 10 minutes telling you that you are a piece of shit. Therefore, for the normal people around, because there are always normal people around you, people with souls, always somewhere around. And these people needs to be manipulated into hating you. And racism is, yes, very convenient for the metaphysical evil and very big shit for us. So this guy now must be compelled into hating you. That's a game. All what evil can offer is shouting and lying. But evil dominates. Okay? So now evil gonna start dominate people around to really start hating me. Now they're gonna start inventing stories. Now I am America, CIA, KGB, Army, any bullshit I never been part of, apart from watching from the movies and living in fucking Croatia, 100 kilometers from the front line, simply because I was 16 to 20 and there was a war and it's not my fault. Do you get me? So now I'm here, and now how to deal with this? Exactly. You do not notice the guy. And even if he's shouting in your face that you're an idiot that because you're not noticing him, you exactly do not notice the guy. Eventually somebody will notice that people are shouting in your face, that they're calling you names, but that you are Cheyenne. And then this is another problem. Muy chai. Too cool. This is suspicious. How can anybody be too cool? And then comes the story of the constructed bullshit, because chai muy bien. So if evil cannot point anything to you if you're not reacting, then your non-reaction is already proof that evil is right. In evil's right, every evil lie is perfectly fine. Question is, how it's possible that so many people actually believe all the time in those evil lies? I guess this is something connected to spiritual evolution. And when you actually start going through the spiritual evolution, you will start noticing how stupid racism is, how stupid hate is, how good is to be in peace, alone, away from microwaves, away from all that psychic harassment. It's beautiful, and I really want to experience that. So thank you for listening me, and if you have any questions, please ask. If you liked it, please subscribe. Don't be shy, share your thoughts with me, please. This is actually only way how I'm trying. I do not communicate with people here. There are a number of reasons why. Semantic, yes, and then most of the white people here are boozers, so conversation cannot go far. Some are okay, but really. So I actually need somebody who understands me to communicate with me. That's all. And this YouTube is extension of that social need to hang out with somebody who understands this, who is about the Chingachok Barangbo or get me another beer, right? That's all. So this one was kosher, no pointing fingers. What else to say? Health. I have a feeling that I feel better, then starts burning again. That's all.